say to people, those who are still awake in like at night 2 o'clock. Okay. So just a second. Yes. So good to see you all. So I believe all are doing good. And there are some blessed people. Revati ji, good. So I read whatever happened to you and let it unfold. Chalo. So as we are all here, let's begin with a traditional way. What's our traditional way, Kirti? Of course, a story. Good, Revati ji. Let it last as long as it could. Let them not dry out. Good. So today, as we didn't had in the morning hours of India, so we'll be talking today both in Hindi and English. So it's going to be a good one. So the traditional way of beginning the story, a beautiful story, and most probably many of us will relate to that. Might be, if not today, might be at a later time. And as I could see, like yesterday, Shivji was conducting a session for all the people of how to manage the grief. So I said, let me give my part of it. How to handle all those things. And not only grief, it's about handling the entire life. So the story goes like this. There was once upon a time, Gautam Buddha goes into a village. And in the village, he gave a talk. Just like एक सत्संग करते हैं गौतम बुद्ध जाके किसी गांव में, and after that, as usual, सत्संग खत्म होने के बाद लोग चले जाते हैं. People move out from the space once it is done. So all people moved out, and finally what Gautam Buddha saw was one person was there who was sitting, not going. वो कहीं नहीं जा रहा, वो बैठा है वहां पे. And at the same time, he was crying. Then Gautam Buddha went to him, asking him, like, what happened? Why are you crying? And then he said, you give so much of beautiful sermons and people get so much of this, so much of peace, so much of happiness, so much of internal thinking. बहुत कुछ समझ में आता है लोगों को, but I am not happy. I am still worried. I don't know how people get so much of solace by listening to you, but I am still worried. Then Gautam Buddha said, what is the problem with that? If you are not solaced with my words, there is no problem. Because the people, those who are happy today, they will be sad tomorrow. Those who are content now might not be content after 2 hours. Might be in this space, they are happy. But after they run out from this space, what happens to them? So there is nothing. If you are not happy with my sermon, I'm not worried about that. However, there are other people, those who are happy now and worried that they are going to be sad. That's why they are worried now also. So both ways, either they are worried now or they will be worried after some time. So if you are worried now, I don't have any issues. However, would you like to tell me why you are worried? तुम्हारे दुख का कारण क्या है? And then this person says, like, I have been diagnosed with a deadly disease, a very serious one. And I just have another, the doctor has given me 7 months of time. सिर्फ 7 महीना जिंदा रहूंगा, and out of that 3 months are gone. So I don't know what to do. What will happen to my children? What will happen to my parents? What will happen to my kids and my wife? So I'm so worried. The Gautam Buddha said, so that's your worry? He said, yes, I don't know what is going to happen to them. He said, That's the worry of the world. But the world is running behind accumulating. But one thing is, what is your age now? He said, I'm just 37 and I have not seen the world yet. And I'm going to die. That's why I'm worried. So Gautam Buddha asked, are you really worried about your family, or you are worried about something else? He said, to be true, more than being worried about my family, I'm worried that I'm going to die. Gautam Buddha said, so you still have 4 months. He said, yes, but after 4 months, I'm going to die. Then Gautam Buddha laughed and said, do you know if you will be awaking tomorrow morning or not? क्या कल सुबह तुम जागोगे ये तुम्हें पता है? 4 महीना तो डॉक्टर ने कहा है. Will you wake up tomorrow is the question now. Will you? Do you know that with conformity that you are going to wake up tomorrow? He said, no. Then what are you worried about? If you would not have known, if that doctor would not have told you that you are going to die, you would have lived it as a normal day as you would have lived by any other person. जैसे हर कोई जीता है तुम भी वैसा ही जीते. But he has given you a time frame, and that time frame has become a reason for your worry now. But do any one of us know whether we'll be waking up tomorrow? We don't know. So Gautam Buddha said, what are you worried? And rather, I am happy that the doctor told you that. Now, this person said, why do you say that you are happy? Now, because you say you are 37 years old, आपको 37 साल हो गए आपको. But did you realize when you turned 37? Any one of you know how you became this age? Any time you realized कि मेरी उम्र ऐसी कैसे हो गई? Whatever your age might be, 20, 15, 30, 60, it doesn't matter. But have you realized that how you went into that age? Except a few things that you might remember in your life. Apart from that, do you remember exactly how you came to this age? I don't think so. Anyone? Any enlightened beings in this room, those who know that, yes, I know how I came to this age. And that's why Gautam Buddha said, you see, all these 37 years you lived like sleeping, you didn't know how it passed. But the moment the doctor said that you are going to die in the next 7 months, you awake. Now you are living every single moment, counting it, every single moment, knowing that I am living today. Can you see? Death is not something to be worried about. Death is an awakening process. Because when we don't know that we are going to die, we don't live. But the day I come to know this is the day I'm going to die, I start living suddenly. And that's the tragedy of life, I can say. Until death is there, you don't live. And when death is there, you want to live. But the problem is what with this? Then while Gautam Buddha was talking all these things to this person, he was still not understanding. Then his father also came, this kid's father. He also started listening to it. He said, okay, you say it is an awakening process, but what will it give to me? He said, whatever you have done. Whatever you have done, you are going to get that. However, you still have time. Why don't you utilize it in the right way? Then you can literally know that even that 3 or 4 months of time that you have lived will be more productive, will be more better than the 37 years that you have lived till now. Because now you will be doing everything with an awakened state. You will be thinking twice before hurting someone. You will be more passionate about what you want to do. You will be more compassionate towards people. Now, what if you come to know that you are going to die very soon? I think that will awake us from our sleep. So I believe that would have been the best thing that, however, people don't understand the awakening process. They go into fear and then again go to deeper sleep and lose it because of ignorance. So Gautam Buddha said, Death is a present to you. It's a gift. And then suddenly the father of this person comes and he says, I understand that it would be a gift for this fellow, but what about us? Because for me, my son is my gift. यही मेरे लिए मेरा धन है. How is it good for us then? Then Gautam Buddha looks at the father and says, have you gotten any gift in your life? Has anyone given you any gift in your life? He said, yes, some 15 years ago, when my son got his first job, he bought me a gift and he gave that to me. I still remember that. Then Gautam Buddha asked, then where is that gift now? He said, I don't know, but I think there was a flood in the village. At that time, I lost that. So Gautam Buddha said, you had a gift. He said, yes. And you still remember the gift? He said, yes. You have not forgotten, right? He said, no. And you even remember who has given you? He said, yes. Now then how did you forgot that the gift has been gone? The gift is no more with you. The gift has been lost, but you still remember the gift and you still remember who gave you. Will you ever forget that? He said, no. Then he asked, then how did you forgot who gave you that gift that you call as your son? Who gave you that gift? Just like you don't forget that your son had given you a gift 15 years ago, and that gift is no more with you, but you still remember that your son has given the gift, and you remember your son. How did you forgot who gave you the gift of that son? So your awakening is that remember that if your son was your gift, now also remember who gave you that gift. Now go to that person, because you will never forget that person. The gifts will come and go, but who gave you the gift? Go attach yourself with them. Let him take care. And that's how we see, like in our lives, we run after so many things, and many a times we become our own enemies. How many of you think you are your own enemy? There is no one outside. And I read it very well, Ujjwala ji. It said, if there is no enemy within, an outside enemy can do you no harm. Is it not? But majority of the time, the enemy is actually sitting within me. Do you want to discover that enemy and convert it into a friend today? Shall we do that? It's an amazing process. बहुत ही सरल तरीका है इसे जानने का. And all these years, we are not able to know it because it is hiding somewhere and we are not able to find a way out of that. But I'm going to give you a way today, a practical way of knowing it. Because at times when we are sitting in satsang and we say, oh, yes, 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 I am my enemy. But you go and look into the mirror and say, oh, mere jaisa sant koi nahi. No better sage than me. Yes or no? But we deep down within ourselves, we know what we do. And at the same time, I say, ah. So let us do a practical way of understanding this, and you will discover like how this enemy works. And today you will also realize that you all have been. Why only you? Why not me also? We have been just like that small little kid who wants to play and run into the road. The parent is trying to pull it down, but it says, no, no, no. Allow me to go into the road. It shouts, it cries, it does everything. Yes or no? So let us bring that kid back. How to discover that enemy within me. And last time, Kirti, you remember the raising of hands? Can you see how that it was hiding within you, not telling us anything? And now don't you think, Ujjwala ji, if you ask somebody to just raise their hand, you will realize what percentage of effort they put into their lives? Can there be a better scale? It's not only for us. You just ask this simple question to someone, raise your hand. And the moment they raise your hand, you will realize how much effort that person should be putting into their life. Anything that they do in their life. And that's how you can decode a secret of any client that you deal with. And you know how to deal with them now. Okay, this is a person who only deals with 80%. This is a person who deals with actually 100%. Let me give that. Very good. And at times we have to remind ourselves, right? Whether I am doing that or not. That's good. So now all of you, have you ever gotten angry when somebody shouted at you? Oh, now people are rolling their eyes up. Now, what are you asking? You should have asked, have we not ever gotten that? Swapna ji, not only many times, if we keep on counting, it goes on. Now, kahan gaya wo sant aadmi? The same saint that you used to be, thinking yourself to be that saint. Now suddenly somebody says something to you and कुछ बोलते हैं और आप अचानक से आपके अंदर से कुछ हो जाता है और आप भी राम से परशुराम बन जाते हो. Then you suddenly search for, okay, I was Ram for a moment, but where is my axe now? We do that, right? But all this is happening because of the ignorance. We are not only going to decode this, we are also going to find a way out of it. And despite Parsuram being a sage of that cadre, avatar, if he can have that kind of anger, you having a little bit of anger is acceptable, right, Sumaj? And now you give a consolation prize to yourself, saying if the avatars can get angry, why can't we? Amazing. Can you see? We always find a leeway out. We always find a, we say, okay, because of this. Now, so all of you have, so let us agree that yes, we get angry, right? But how to convert that anger into that enemy that is within now? How to find that out? Very simple. The moment somebody says anything to you, majority of the time, you know what happens to us? जब भी कोई हमको कुछ कहता है, हमें कोई भी गालियां देते हैं या कुछ भी, anything that irritates us. Aditi ji, you don't exactly directly feel bad. You know what we do? We keep our focus on the person who is saying it. Yes or no? जो हमें जो कुछ बता रहे हैं या तो बोल रहे हैं, we keep our entire focus on that person who is doing that to us. In that moment, you have to shift a little bit of awareness. And this is your key. What is the shift in awareness? The shift in awareness is very simple. From that person who is saying anything to you, to this person in whom something is happening. Rather than focusing on what that person is saying, focus what is happening within you. And then you will find that enemy not outside, but the enemy within, which is boiling. You will discover that. Yes or no, Pranit? Because we are so lost in that person that we are not able to see what is happening within me. But if I start seeing that because of its saying, something is getting triggered, और मेरे अंदर अगर ये कुछ हो रहा है, and I now know that something is happening, I have something called as a control over that. How can you defeat someone whom you don't know? Whom you cannot see? So see it first. अपने आप को पहले देखो, अपने आप को जानो. And soon enough, the more and more you bring that focus on this person, and you will see, like, before it grows and becomes a big fire, it always starts with a spark. Right? विद्या जी, ऐसा कोई आग हो सकता है जो छोटे से शुरू ना हुआ हो? Every big fire starts with a spark. Just like any big book starts with a point. Any big line starts with a point. So everything that happens within you. At one time, Arjuna asked Krishna how to control anger. Now, Krishna said, you don't have a control over your anger. You cannot. Now just think of, if Krishna said you cannot control an anger, what is going to happen to you? You said all doors are closed. Then Arjuna said, then you are itself saying that there is no way out, then how should I come out of it? Krishna said, you cannot control your anger, but you can stop it from happening. Now, how to stop it from happening? He says, because whenever it begins, it creates an environment within you first. आपको क्रोध, द्वेष, ईर्ष्या, जलन, anything that you do, anger, grief, anything that we talk of, it all creates an environment within us first. Yes or no? How many of you know that it creates an environment? Right? You see, Rajan ji, kya hota hai? We go to a place and suddenly we start feeling something within ourselves. Oh, not good, not good, not good. And slowly that grows up because we don't take care of it at the first time itself. Dhavalji, I will come to that also. So when this environment is being created, if you become aware of it, that now it is boiling. Ah, but why is it boiling? If you question it, then it would work as if you have put water on fire. जैसे आग के ऊपर पानी डाल दियो ना, उसी का काम करेगा. But at times, let me make you aware, it might increase it also. Those will be the initial stages. But if you keep on having a look on what is happening within yourself, sooner or later, that enemy will convert itself into your friend. But till that time, you have to keep on focusing what is happening within me. Because until I am hurt, I cannot hurt anyone. Acha, let me ask one more question. Have you, any one of you, acted to be angry anytime? You acted to be angry, right? And you know what happens to you on that time. Ashwin ji, हमको पता है कि हम खुश हैं, लेकिन हम एक्ट कर रहे हैं कि हम we are angry. Especially with our kids, we do that, right? But what is happening within you when you are not angry, but you are acting to be angry? What happens to you? You laugh at your own self. And majority of that, Niluji, what happens? Even the person in front of us also knows that. Even our kids understand that, and they also start doing acting in front of us. Yes or no? So what happened to this anger? Anger that you are taking by choice. Why? Because you are happy within. मैं अंदर से खुश हूं, इसीलिए मैं अगर गुस्सा करने की कोशिश भी करता हूं, तब भी मेरी हंसी छूट जाती है. Even if I try to be angry, I start smiling somehow. So what is this awareness? This awareness is being at peace within yourself first. How to realize that? Realization happens by this is how we do. You remember, Kirti, we were talking how Santa Claus is created. Someone introduced you to you, then a description is given, then everybody talks about that, then everybody says, oh, I also get a gift. Then it becomes a faith, a belief. Similarly, your anger can be controlled. First of all, you should be knowing that. How should I know that? We are telling you that this is how it happens. There is something called as anger that is your enemy within you. It's not the outside one who is doing it. So if that enemy is introduced to you, now you know that it is somewhere. Now we are giving a description. What is the description? It creates an environment within you also. And when it is creating that environment within you, what do? You either change the environment with your own thought process. There are many techniques. I know, like, you people are very well aware of it. Isn't it, Jairaji? Take deep breaths. But I don't know, when you are really angry, how can you take 10 deep breaths? And exactly what happens, Revatiji, when we are angry and I try to take some deep breaths, it converts into itself like a dragon breathing. It becomes fiery rather than cool ones. And now so people are smiling. I don't know how many things they might have burnt. So when you know, like you are a sage with an axe, you should use it wherever it is required. बट यहां पे प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हम परशु पहले बन जाते हैं, राम बाद में. We become the animal first and then become the Ram. I say convert it, it's a little bit the other way around. पहले राम बन जाओ. Be happy within, and then you do from that point of view, like I am happy today, and let me, if I have to use anger, let me use my anger today, not let my anger use me. And all that again, like if that story comes to play, someday we are going to die. We don't know when. But how about living every day as I'm going to die tomorrow? Every moment will be precious. And without that, it's like, then many of the time people have asked me a very typical question: how do you manage to be like this always? So let me share that secret to you. Who asked this in the question and answer session on Wednesday? किसी ने पूछा था मुझे, right? What's the secret of you? How do you manage this? Vidya ji. So let me tell you my secret. I don't know how you people wake up. I have a very specific way of waking up. Shall I share how I wake up every day? Not with the alarm clock. You people have made your life in such a miserable state that you need an alarm clock to wake up. I don't. I have created a beautiful space. How did I create a beautiful space is the question now. Now, Pranit, listen very carefully. बड़े काम की चीज है. You see, let me ask a very typical question here. Many of you will be awkward in this question. Many people will burst out with laugh. It is such a question. So whatever, let me see your expressions on your face. Achha, so tell me, have you proposed anyone in your life? Gone. You see. Now, I don't know why so many people are blushing. Acha, okay. I think like you have been proposed, right? Acha, okay. Anyways, but all those people, those who have proposed, they will get a very wonderful thing out of it. Right. Okay. So the question here is, if you have to propose someone, how do you go? You look like a lazy person. No, right? कोई है कि बिना मुंह धोए चला जाएगा? राजन जी तो ये पक्का नहीं करेंगे, मुझे पता है. वैसे कुमकुम जी भी हंस रहे हैं, पता नहीं राजन जी शायद रोज बोलते होंगे. So the question here is, if you have to propose someone, if you go, I called one girl to come to cinema with me, but she denied. This is not called proposal, Cheraji. It is called calling for a movie, not on a date. I will give you better tips on that. I don't know, like all the things are being recorded, but Ujjala ji, whatever I am, I am. I don't want to hide anything. See, when I used to go to movie, along with me, there used to go like 17 or 18 girls used to go with me. And there was a fight, who will sit by my side. And one fine day, Santan Krishna ji, one amazing thing happened. One person came to my father and he said, your son, I think he has lost it. He said, why? Now he's roaming around with girls. I saw him in the movie. And not 1 to 17. My father laughed. He said, who do you think has bought the tickets? Because I've never hidden anything from my father. I said, I am going with the girls and you have to buy me the tickets. Now, my father must have been worried, Ujjalaji, if I would have gone with one girl. Yes or no? So my father knows, like, okay, this fellow is like this only. So let him go. But we hide it. That's the problem. So Jairaji, I will give you better tips how to get that. So if you have to propose someone, you should be looking good. First and foremost thing. Would you smell good or bad? Brush your teeth or not? Vijay ji, brush करके जाना चाहिए नहीं जाना चाहिए? Right? So you should be well groomed. That's what we say. So you should be presentable. Right? First thing, presentability. Second thing, will you be in a good mood or a bad mood? Good mood. पक्का ना? कोई द्वंद नहीं है ना इसमें, स्वप्ना जी? Can you be grumpy and go and propose? वो चप्पल निकाल के मारेगी. Because you are grumpy. And whatever you are feeling within, the same thing will happen in front of you. So will not be grumpy. You should be happy. Okay. Then next thing, will you talk good or rubbish, gibberish? You will be very choosy with your words. Yes or no? Hello, Kirti. You choose your words or not? Now, any one of you come with a tray of your bad things that you have, or you only talk about all the good things that you have? So you do all these things for one person whom you are going to propose, right? So you become good, you become presentable, you give your best, you talk your best, you look your best, you smell your best, you means you are at your best, right? Pranit, aisa hi hai na? So you are at your best. But when it comes to proposing life, how do you do that? And that's how I do every single morning. Because every single morning when I wake up as if I am going to propose my life today. And when I have to propose my life today, how should I look? How should I feel? How should I behave? What should I bring it into the plate? How I should be reacting to things? Kaise karoge? Will you be grumpy in the morning? No, you are grumpy because you think you have to live with the same person throughout your life. But I live my life every single day anew. रोज मेरी जिंदगी एक नया चीज लेके आती है. And every single morning when I wake up as if I have to propose it today. And now just think, how will you wake up every single day then? But I have another secret. Shall I? Okay, people are not interested. Let it go. People are interested. Good. So every single morning when you wake up, think as if you are going to propose your life, but at the end of the day, make sure it accepts your proposal. I do that. Because when I go to my bed back in the night, Jairaji, when I look back what I have done today, how I given my best, how I looked my best, how I spoken my best, how I given my best, how I made someone smile today, how I brought happiness to someone. And that my moment, my life shouts out, yes, you did it. And I said, yes, I know you accepted my proposal today. And when people think it, Vidyaji, that from where he does get that all energy, just think of you are in front of your beloved. Will you ever be out of energy? Will you ever be dull? So every single day for me, my life is someone whom I propose. My life is my beloved because this is given by him. This is the greatest gift that he has given to me. And if he has already chosen me, how can I deny myself to be anything less than the divine itself? So every single day, now you know how to wake up. Is it difficult? It is only difficult if you think that, oh, yesterday I have this problem, so I have to again deal with that problem. No. Every day comes with a different story. So here comes a story. So another story is okay. You can digest, right? Okay, good. So today it's like a lighter Sunday morning breakfast, not a brunch. So Swapnaji, there was a person who called a carpenter to his house and he had some work to be done. So what happens is that carpenter was a very good person and he was doing with diligent work, a very, very amazing work. And when the work was done, he put in extra efforts to do it. Even certain things were not available. This person went and brought it and everything. He helped that person, the person who has hired him. So this carpenter did a great job. So he was a very poor guy, but he was good with his work, with his craftsmanship, with his work. In the evening, when he was going, the person was very happy by the work that was done by the carpenter, and he had a old Luna. You remember that Luna moped? Okay. So he had that, and when he was trying to start it, it was not getting started. And then this person looked at him and he saw that he was struggling. So he went like, he said, "Can I drop you? If it is not working today, it's already getting late in the night. So let me drop you. And tomorrow morning you can come and collect it. Or else I will call a mechanic tomorrow. I'll get it fixed because you have helped me in such a way." So this person said, "It would be great because my kids will be waiting for me." So this person says, "Okay, let me go." But this carpenter was, throughout the day, he was happy. And this person, because of his office work, he was getting tense at times, getting good at times. Again, feeling bad, again, feeling good. All that happens to us, right? Throughout the day. But this carpenter was happy throughout the day. Even something broke, he was still happy that, okay, this broke. I have to bring now another one. Now, this person was throughout the day was thinking to ask what is the secret of his happiness. And that is why actually this person went with him to find a time when he can ask what's the secret of your happiness. So when he dropped this person in front of the house, he waited that what is this person doing? His vehicle was broken, so he must be worried. He has left it at another place, he must be worried. But let me see, how does he handle this thing now? So one thing it does is, when before entering his house, there is a tree. And this tree is the magic, you see. Everyone should have that tree in your house. What he does is, before entering into the house, he goes and stands in front of the tree and speaks to the tree for some time. कुछ बात करता रहता है वो पेड़ के साथ. And now this person is not able to understand what is happening. Why is he talking to a tree now? Then he enters into his house, a small little house with a lot of happiness, and all his kids comes running towards him, hugging him and all those things. Now this person said, how can this person be so happy with this much of money? Even his things broke down and all these days of work, still he's happy. What's the secret of this person? And I don't know what he did. He was standing in front of the tree and he spoke something to the tree and went into the house. Now he waited throughout the night, was not able to sleep. Might be just like some people like you who don't sleep in the night, songs going on in your heads. So he was waiting throughout the night, and when the carpenter came, he asked one thing. What is the secret of your happiness? He said, I don't have any secret. No, you have a secret. You were talking something to the tree. What is that? That's my secret. He said, what does that mean? Now you see, I have a ritual. Every single day I do that. What's the ritual? Now every day I work throughout my day. My body feels like I have done too much of work and it feels tired. But before I enter into my house, I go and stand in front of the tree and I speak to it. He said, what do you speak? Now I give it away all my problems of the day. I talk to him about all that things not happened in the right way to me. I give all my problems to it. And when I enter to my house, I am absolutely free of all errors and blunders. I'm again happy. And you know what the magic is? I give it in the evening, but by the next morning when I come and I meet it, I see it has already shed many of my problems. उसने कई सारे पत्ते गिरा दिए, पत्तों के साथ मैंने उसे जो दुख की बातें कही थी उसने गिरा दिया, और वो मुझे रोज याद दिलाता है, इफ यू स्टैंड टॉल, all your problems will just fall down like these leaves. And I always find lesser problem the next day morning. And I start my day that way. I think you should all have a tree in your house with whom you should go and talk to it. जाके एक बार बात करना उसके साथ. And the amazing thing that you will find is either you have given it a problem, but the next day morning it brought out a flower out of it, a fruit out of it. Then also you can see, even if life has given me a problem, there is always a way that I can find a way to bloom, a way to blossom. That could be one way. Or else the other thing could be, even if I had problems last night, today there are not so many problems yet. Many have fallen down. And start with your day like that. And when you reach out to your home, I believe your lives will be much, much better and beautiful. Are these things not worth giving a try? I'm not telling you to sit in the Himalayas and do sadhana for 12 years. No, I'm asking you to add simple things into your life. And you see, you all are smiling now. Anyone still grumpy? No, right? Why? I started with an enemy, but I am ending with a friend. Are you realizing that? मैंने परशु को पीछे कर दिया, राम को आगे कर दिया. Now I just made a simple thing. First I asked, do you get angry? He said, yes, I get angry. And suddenly if I keep on talking about your anger, you will go back into your anger place. But now you know how to realize your anger first. पहले अपने anger को जानो, पहले समझ जाओ कि गुस्सा क्या है मेरे अंदर, वो क्या कर रहा है मेरे अंदर. And then I'm giving you these tools, how you will not be angry, but you will be happy within, and you will need, if there is a need of a hammer, if there is a need of anger, use it, but not lose it. Whom? Especially yourself. अपने आप को उसके साथ खो नहीं देना है. You should not be losing yourself with that. And then you find with these simple ways of every single morning waking up and declaring that I'm going to propose my life today. And what happens in this way, Swapna ji? When people look that you are living a life, they are stunned. How can you live a life with so much of passion? Because they don't know, I'm not living my life, I am loving my life. And when I am loving my life, the world visualizes or encounters a beautiful love story called as my life. I don't need somebody to propose me. I don't need anyone to be proposed. All that I do is my proposal is to myself. And just think of I standing in front of the mirror. And if I cannot appreciate myself, whom can I appreciate? And somebody sent a message to me yesterday, Jeraji. It is such a funny statement, but such an amazing statement. The first thing towards accepting your own self is the shape of your nose. Now think of. अगर आपके जीवन में आप अपने आप को संपूर्ण रूप से अपनाना चाहते हो, पहला चीज शुरू होता है आपके नाक के साइज से. Are you accepting the shape of your nose first? Let alone shape of our nose, we don't accept so many things about ourselves. Now just think of, if you just accept yourself the way you are, you don't know what will happen to you. This simple thing of accepting yourself. You know what you do with that? Accepting myself the way I am is accepting the way the Creator created me. Hello. And somebody again shared something in another group. It said, stop boring God with your stories about how you look. So, my dear friend, you see how simply, rather than I looking into the mirror and saying this is not right, that is not, yeah, accepting the way you are. Because your acceptance, I strongly believe one thing, Ashwinji. If you cannot love yourself, don't expect anyone else to love you. If you cannot appreciate yourself, don't expect anyone to appreciate you. If you cannot accept yourself, don't expect others to accept you. And I have lived that life. Santan Krishnaji, if every single day I wake up like that, and you see what happens. Don't you feel to be good around me when I speak, when I laugh, when I smile? Don't you feel good about that? Why? Because I have loved myself so much. And in my loving myself, I have loved the Creator. And in your hating yourself, you have been hating the Creator. So convert. Can you see that simple thing of hate within you is your enemy within yourself? And what I said, Ujjwalaji, if there is no enemy within, an outside enemy can do us no harm. So let us not deal with the outer one first. Let us deal with the inner one first. If this is cleared, outers will vanish. Ghar ka bhedi, lanka dhai. Have we heard this or not? The one of the house, अगर विभीषण नहीं होता तो शायद राम पहुंच भी नहीं पाता वहां पे, मारना दूर की बात. So there is a Vibhishan within you that can become your friend, although it is in the territory of the enemy. Find your own Vibhishan, become your Ram. And you will find a way to build a way that a way cannot be created. You can create a way where even stones will float. The undoable will be done by you, but you have to find your friend first in the territory of your own enemy, because the territory is you, the enemy is you, and the friend is also you. Yes or no? So rather than satsang, it became a life lesson. But I think if we cannot understand these simple things of life, how can we ever understand the life of the sages, the life of the avatars, the life of the incarnations? Is it possible? No. Niloji, Krishna ne jo kaha tha, you have to become Krishna to understand what Krishna meant when he said what he said. मुझे अगर संपूर्ण रूप से भगवत गीता को समझना है तो मुझे पहले कृष्ण बनना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मैं तो अपने लिमिटेड सोच और डिक्शनरी के हिसाब से I will understand it. Because if I say a word called as lexicon, how many understand that word? But lexicon is nothing but a dictionary. So you have, in order to understand what was said, you have to become that first. But how do you become that? By these small little incremental growths of your life every single day. If you love yourself, very good, very amazing question, Jayaraji. If you start loving yourself today, or if we are talking about loving yourself today, don't you think that some good karmas have been done by you that has brought something in front of you today that you are starting to love yourself? I believe all the negative karmas have been gone. Now it is time to love myself. All the positive good karmas are lying with me now. Because Jayaraji, there is one thing that we all have to remember. Even if we talk about our past karmic accounts, it is The one who has believed it that I have been doing all these karmas. And I have been in that space. And remember our theory? If you throw a ball onto the wall, it returns back with much more better, bigger force. But why are we standing there? So I'm not standing there anymore. So we will not stand there. Even if my past karmas are there, let it be handled by the one who has to be done. And even if the creator has created me in this way to do certain thing, if I am a hammer, Jairaj, can I complain? But that's my work. If I am a drum, can I complain? No. Because each of us, despite being a hammer or a drum, we have our utilities. So let us find our utilities in this world. Why have I been created in this way? That becomes your life purpose. If I keep on complaining why I have become a knife, I don't know my utility there. And more than that, we don't forget who has given us a gift. Even though the gift is no more there, but have we remembered who has given this gift to us? Rather than that, Jairaji, every single moment we are breathing, have we thought who is sending this to us? We never even think. So somebody has sending this to us every single moment. And if I live with that appreciation, I know we cannot be 24/7 there yet. But any moment I breathe, I think like he has sent a gift for me today. And I not only keep it, Jairaji, I also give a return gift. I say, if you have given, let me send it back to you because I believe you are going to give a better one next time. I don't keep it. My connection is not one way. My love is not one-way love. I have a brilliant love story to tell. And someday when I'm no more there on this planet Earth in this physical form, all the people will see and say, wow, what a love story he lived. Because that's how I live every single day. And why not you? Why not you live that way? Is it a bad way to live, Jairaji? You see, just by thinking of that, like how well we feel, as if, okay, in Hindi there is a saying, na, Kumkum ji, Dil Garden Garden, right? A movie dialogue most probably. But that's how you feel, because now you are creating that garden within yourself. And don't worry, even if you cannot create a garden, allow it to be a forest. Because a garden needs a maintenance. The forest doesn't. It just grows. So you can choose the good things about your own life and say, let me blossom in a rose garden only. That's your choice. But I live my life in my forest. I say, I don't need a maintenance. You don't take care of your garden for 7 days, it becomes a jungle. It becomes a forest. Yes or no? But a forest has been standing since ages. No maintenance required, but still blossoming, still blooming, still the wildest of the wildest animal and the timidest of the timidest animal grow together. And that's my life. I live my life like a jungle. Because when I live my life, my jungle, I allow anything and everything, but there is a cohesive ecosystem that is running. And that's how your life should become. From a simple, first let us start with that garden and then let us grow into a forest. Why not? Then all the things will be there in it. Even the anger will be there. It will be like the tiger. It will be there, but it won't harm you anymore because you have become the forest of. Wow, wonderfully said, Jairaji. That is wholesome of God. That's how you should be. Your life should be magnificent, nothing less than that. But do you dare to call it that way? No, we sit down like timid. Arey, my life, my life, my life. Achhe nahi hai, acha nahi. As you say, so be it. And if you say, I want to live my life in a gigantic way, in a magnanimous way, like I don't know, so I fall short of words at times to define my life, because that's how I live. Now, Vidyaji, you might have heard this story. A student goes to the guru and asks, there is so much of problem in my life, how should I deal it? The guru says, bring me a handful of salt and a glass of water. And he says, okay, pour that water into the glass, mix it. Now drink it. How do you feel? He says, it is too salty. He says, let's go to the nearby river. A good flowing water, crystal clear water. He said, put that handful of salt into that. He pours into it. He says, now drink. He says, it is sweet. He said, what happened? Can you see the problem here? The salt is the same, but who you are depends whether it is miserable or it doesn't affect you. And as I say, Ujjalaji, we have created our sorrow so big that our happiness drown in that. I say, change it. Make your happiness so big that your sorrows drown it and die. It's an amazing way of living life. See, situations, sorrows, problems will be there, but I am not defined by my problems. I am big enough, and all those go into that. What's your choice? What do you choose? We are not talking about any avatars today. I'm talking about you. Because when I look at you, I see like there is something base that you need to create for yourself. Zaruri hai aapke liye. And when I was looking by this, by just listening to these words, don't you see a ray of hope for your own self? A ray of hope. Why? Many of you are thinking of a ray of hope because you think you are in darkness. My dear friends, you are not in darkness. You have covered a curtain over you. I just say that throw away that veil of darkness, of ignorance, and you will find yourself radiating like the sun and beyond. Now I would like you to go and watch your faces in the in your mirrors, at least on the camera that is in front of you. Because I know many a times, even though I am speaking, you are looking at your own selves, right? That much you love yourself, but you don't know it. You have a secret love story that you don't want to share. I say, make it open that I love myself in that way. How to throw that veil? That's what we are doing here, na, Jayaraji? I'm just pulling it slowly away, slowly away. But at times, like people feel cold and they're tightly hugging that curtain and they don't want to give it away, that quilt. And I'm slowly pulling it out. I say, wake up, sleeping is over. And you see, I have to do it in so many ways. I have to tell you my love stories to wake you up. Just think of how amazing you people must be. No, my dear friends, the only thing I don't feel to keep anything with myself, because I don't feel anything that you are no more me. When I look at you, I see myself reflecting there. I see myself sitting few years down the line, sitting there and thinking, how can I come out of this place? Is it really giving worth a try? Can there be a way to come out of this place? Is there a way that my karmas can be taken care? Is there a way that divinity can shine on me? My dear friend, forget that divinity can shine on you. You are the divine. You shine on others now. And with whom else can I talk these words rather than you? And I believe you are worth it. I am just here uttering the words of somebody else who loves you so much, but I think he's fearful to propose you. I don't know why. So he has chosen me to do that on his behalf. And he is whispering now in your ears. Will you accept his proposal? Will you come back home? Will you travel that path? Will you create that beauty? Accepting the proposal means accepting your own self, because he has already proposed himself through you. What's your choice? I have done my choice. It's your turn right now. And that's why I don't deny anything. I say, yes, if that is there, and see, our God couple is there now. They have accepted themselves so well that they don't separate from each other. You see, I feel that they are sitting on that love chair, I believe, right? I will be sending 2 crowns for you, I believe, someday. You should be wearing that and sitting there. Amazing. I can see Rajanji and Kumkumji so well together, but in 2 cameras. But look at these 2 fellows. Amazing. I say you be blessed like that. So how do we have to live now? Crying, cribbing, crawling. See, even if you have been crawling, it's time for the caterpillar to become a butterfly. Go into your cocoon first. Who creates the cocoon? It itself creates the cocoon. Out of what? From within. And become that high flyer, beautiful butterfly. When you look at a butterfly, you don't think of a caterpillar, but it is the caterpillar. Similarly, if you have been a caterpillar and you have been pricky, change yourself now. How do we do that? We are creating this cocoon right now around you. At times it might squeeze you, but that's how it does. That's how we come out of it. But all that weaving thread that is required is all within you. I'm not going to give you anything. It's all within you. But the tragedy will be many caterpillars don't become a butterfly. But I assure you, if you are there with me, we will ensure you high flyer. You become a high flyer. But the problem happens when, especially people, when they look at you, he said, you are good. You are earning well. You have been living a good life. What happened to you? Now you are in satsang. What lost? In that 2 hours, you could have earned another few, I don't know, pounds. Why are you there? What do you get sitting there 3 hours? I don't know what you people, you have gone crazy. Especially you got those comments, right? What are you doing for 3 hours? Because they don't know what we are getting in these 3 hours is meeting our own selves. And can you see, when you meet your own self, it's not about meeting me, it's about meeting your own self. And you are such amazing creation of the creator that you love yourself so much, but you never gave a time to see yourself in that mirror. And this became a mirror. Now you see yourself for 3 hours and you feel good about you because you see yourself being that. At times, I don't know how I fall short of words, but that's what you are. I cannot define you in words. Just exactly, I cannot define myself in words also. I will not deny that. Because every single day, my proposal is accepted, and every single day I amaze myself. Wow, I did it again. And see this, you become so crazy that all the crazy people around the world come to you. And I believe it is better to be crazy and become God rather than being grumpy and being human. A crazy God being human is not good. A crazy human being God is good. That's my way of thinking. How do you think? It's your choice. But you see, if you look at me, I blush every time. I don't know why I blush. I don't need to put something on my face. I just blush. Because my love story is going on every single moment. My love story is with my beloved. And that's why Vidya ji hum ek hi cheez kehte hain. There is a Hindi saying to that. Dil mein basaya hai tasveere yaar. Bas gardan झुका ली और दीदार कर लिया. I have kept the image of my beloved in my heart. I just bring my head down and I see it. and my beloved is my divine. And if that love story goes on within you continuously, उसे नवनीत कहा जाता है. Every moment new. What are you running behind these humans only? You can learn from Nimishji and Seemaji. They have found some way, I believe. But for us, we just look at the same person again and again, thinking like, okay, this is the person I have to live with myself. I don't live with any person in this world. Asango nirvikalpo nirakara rupo. That's my statement of my life. Even though I am here, I'm not attached to anything, but I am attached to the one that has created, and the creator, and the one who is breathing in every one of us. I get the gift, I enjoy the gift, but I don't forget who has given that to me. And at times it amazes me, Niluji. It says, you mad fellow, you are the one who gave it to you. You only enjoyed it, and you now are saying thanks to your own self. I say, what could have been a better drama than this? जिसमें actor भी मैं, I feel like, Niluji, at times I feel like Pawan Kalyan. I am the hero, I am the singer, I am the dancer, I am the actor, I am the writer. I don't know what all he can do. At times I look at myself and say, oh, I feel like that. But that's the way living a life light. Would you live like that? Anybody chooses to live like that? Revati ji. Now just think of how heavy you have been living. Now don't think, is it possible or not? Give it a try. And you will be amazed. And then Jairaj ji, someday you will be glowing like you have to wear sunglasses to look at him. I want that glow in everybody's face in this room. Like when people look at you, say, oh my, where are my glasses? They are glowing so much that I cannot see them. Yeah, that's how it can happen if you can give that kind of beauty to your own self. And you should be the creator of your beauty, not a makeup. The best makeup is within you. Agreed. Good. So go live your life like that. And who says you cannot? You never discovered that part. Or else you knew it, but you are forgetting it every moment. And let me be the reminder. From this day on, whenever you look at me on the camera, remember how I live my life. Every single day you should wake up like that. And Jairaji, don't hide anything from the Father. So I don't hide anything from him. So he arranges the tickets for me. So anytime any complaint goes there, he laughs. He says, who do you think has given him that? So I am no more the doer here. All that being is done by him. All the tickets bought by him. I just enjoy the show. But you people are too busy earning so that you can buy the tickets. Now just think of who is a mad fellow here, you or me. I have given all the responsibility. I said, I want to go with these many people. You have to arrange. He says, okay, done. But you say, let me buy all the tickets first. Then I will call people. That too one. And if she says no, gone. How many years, Jairaji, by now she has denied you to go to the movie? Might be years. But you see, you are still there, stuck in that place. Because you are not living your life every single day loving it. I find it every single day, a new girlfriend. That's my life. And more than that, you want to be more crazier than that? Every single breath and every new girlfriend. Who can love you so much that it keeps you alive? I think your breath. And that could be your love story. Oh, trigger point. Okay. So I believe like if you are smiling now, it's enough for today. I have never seen Santan Krishnanji smiling with that wide smile. He smiles, but this is the widest smile. I don't know which chord I have played for him today. or touched. सबके दिल के कौन कौन से तार बजे हैं ये उन्हीं को पता है. अब राजन जी भी मुस्कुरा मुस्कुरा के नीचे देख रहे, अब शायद वो तस्वीर देख रहे जो दिल में बसा है. राजन जी यहां देखने की जरूरत नहीं, साइड में देख लो, दिखाई दे देगी. So thank you for bringing that smile, not only on your face, on my face also. Because in your acceptance, I was able to share who I am. Does that change anything? No, it actually creates more bonding towards us. Why? Because now you don't see that, oh, he's sitting on this, I don't know, what do you call this chair also? It's no difference between you and me. I am exactly like you. The only thing is, I have realized myself and I want you to realize yourself. Because if we are here all together, there should be a bigger plan for all of us, is it not? Or else why we are all here sitting and talking and looking at each other and smiling? Just think of it. What crazy people, just looking and listening and smiling. What's this? That means there is something out there. And only thing that I have a request for all of you. I can request. I don't have an authority to speak on that. Because it's your choice. The request is, we have बहुत जन्मों तक भटक लिया. We have been roaming, lost in so many lives. Let's not do that this time. And do you think a funny guy, you can find more funnier guy than this, who can talk about you and still make jokes on himself and on you? Then that's what I say. Even though we are going to create a forest, let's start with a garden. Let's bring that smile on ourselves first. If we cannot smile, I don't know. Even if you, नीलू जी, अगर आप किसी साधु को देखते हो जो रोता है, तो वो रोता हुआ साधु है. हम रोते हुए साधु नहीं है. We are not that sages, those who cry. We are the happiest sadhus. We are better not to be called Buddha. It is better we call us laughing Buddhas. And laughing Buddhas are so happy that their belly also bulges out. What to do with that? Let us be that. I am so filled with happiness that my body is not able to content it within itself. It bulges out. I say happy. I am not filled with fat. I am filled with happiness. Can you say that to yourself? See, that's how you love yourself. You accept yourself in such a beautiful way. अब भेजो और भेजो. आपको लगता है कि मैं खाना खा के मोटा हो जा रहा हूं, मैं आपके प्यार के वजह से मोटा हो जा रहा हूं. And you see how many people love just to be along with me. That's how you become. And I think that's the way of living life. And I said, if we have come together, let us walk together. No superiority here. I am no greater than you. The only thing is I'm holding that fire in my hand. So let us walk. You come walk with me. Let me hold that for you. But if you don't, again, I don't know when you will come back, when I will come back. That should be a promise to your own self. It's not about age. It's not about gender. It's not about color. It's not about ethnicity. It's not about anything, even not for your past karmas. I believe you must have done some good karmas that you are sitting here and loving yourself now. And you are loving yourself, then I know I have proposed my life today and my life has accepted my proposal. I will sleep happily today. And if I leave the body today, no regrets, because I have lived. And what I have left? A beautiful love story for people to share. So do I worry when I die? I don't. I believe, how many of you accepted this proposal of mine today? Literally, I proposed every one of you in this room today. Did you realize that? I might be the Sri Jairaji, how we did it. First, I said, you are not good enough. You are angry. You are not a sage. I realized that to you. Then I said, no, 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 no. You are a beautiful place. Then I brought my beauty into place. Now both the beauties came together, and then I proposed. And then I said, come, shall we come? Will you walk with me? Can we go to home? And he said, I completed the story altogether. See, I should ask who has not accepted my proposal. Then I will deal with you in a separate way. Because Ram only is not known for Ram. He also has something called as a bow and arrow in his hand. मानो ना मानो, किसी भी रूप में, अगर आप बातों के भूत हो तो मैं बातों से मनाऊंगा. Otherwise, you know the second word. So whichever way works, I am not going home alone. That's what I have decided. And I am not going to leave you alone as well. That's what I have decided. तो चाहे बातों से चलो या लातों से, जाना तो पड़ेगा. रेवती जी, you come from the movie industry kind of people, right? वो क्या कहते हैं, सनम हम तो डूबेंगे तुम्हें साथ लेके, right? That's how it is. If we are going, we will go together. Let's do it. Priyanka ji, what is the other process? Oh my God, I will deal with that. The other process is all the processes you have to do. You have to do the mantra japs. You have to do the processes. You have to do the yoga. You have to do the prakriyas. You have to do the puja and all those things. Think which one is better. Or rather, throughout this entire talk, you know what we were talking today? We were talking about Bhakti Yoga. Might be in a modern way. But this is what Bhakti Yoga is. Santan Krishna ji, we know like even Vishnu had to incarnate 10 times and still we didn't understood. But he came in a different way because of the understanding of the people at that time. He took the avatar of a fish because the understanding of the creation was just like a fish. He came as a turtle because the understanding of that situation was just like a turtle. And why I'm talking to you in this language, not in Sanskrit? Because we have evolved to this. So whichever way works, let's come back. So thank you. Thank you everyone for listening to some crazy talks today. But I think a little bit of craziness is required. Priyanka ji says, बातों के भूत चलते हैं. Okay, then it's good. अगर बातों के भूत चल गए तो और क्या चाहिए? Oh my dear friends, the only thing is realizing our own selves. Every single moment realizing our own selves. And my work is simply to make you do that. And as I say, Nimishi, I always speak of one thing. I say, I won't take anything less than you. I don't want anything from you, but I won't take anything less than you. अगर लेना है तो मुझे आपको लेना है, नहीं तो कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Either I take you completely or I don't need anything from you. So anybody who is here, संपूर्णता से आना चाहता है, आ जाओ. It looks like before Valentine's Day we have celebrated it. So this year, whether you propose anyone else or not, propose yourself. Then you will see like your Valentine's Day happens every single day and you live your life every single day, every single moment. So thank you. Now, finally, we have some more time left. So any questions? I am here to play the Cupid. Now, Pranit said, you are not Cupid. You are, I don't want to say that word now. Okay. So Jeraji, shall I unmute the one that you have raised your hand with? Okay. Yes. So please try that.
Yes, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam, Jeraji. So let me put this on spotlight then. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jeraji. Just a second. I think this one got replaced. Yeah. So you are here on the screen.
Yes, Guruji.
So please tell. Don't ask me how to tell, how to go, call somebody and they should go with you.
No, Guruji. When you are talking about the craziness that we spiritual people have, like you, I think craziness is going beyond the boundary of the normality and then coming back to the normality. So that way, it helps us to understand certain things which we do not know. Yes. So kindly explain that how you are taking us to away from the normality, which is called the craziness, and then bringing us here.
Somebody changed it into a parliamentary statement, I believe. Can you please bring it back? Just a second, Jeraji. Yeah, this is good. Huh? Yeah, Jeraji.
So, that's what I want to know, Guruji, because you said craziness. Craziness means going beyond the normal boundary. So to make us understand certain things, you may be taking us beyond the boundary of the normality, and then you will bring us to this normal level. So in what way do you do that? Thank you.
In what way I do that?
Yes.
That itself is a crazy question, Jeraji. If you really ask me how I do that, let me ask you. Do you cook, Jeraji?
No, Guruji.
No. Anything that you have cooked ever in your life?
Yeah, coffee, tea, rice.
Okay.
In the pressure cooker.
Okay. Can you tell me how you bring out the taste of that coffee?
Yeah, by adding all the ingredients.
No,
and then
you add the ingredients, but can you tell me how you bring out the taste of that coffee? You know the ingredients.
Yes.
So if I put these ingredients, the taste appears on its own, or you bring out the taste?
No, it appears on its own.
So I know the ingredients. I don't know how it appears. And I am giving you the ingredients because we should not be worried about how the taste is coming. I say I put the ingredients and the taste comes. I say I know the ingredients. These are the ingredients to realize our own selves. Let's put that all together. Let our own light appear. Did I say that I'm going to make you enlightened? No, I said you will become enlightened on your own. Apo dipo bhava, apo dvipo bhava. Be your own light and be your own island. I am just giving you the ingredients. And that would be better, right?
And you say that we have to find out our own way. So I take it this way. Actually, there is no way, because we are that what we are. Then what is the way to go?
Then, Jeraji, you don't need enlightenment. You are there. What is enlightenment then? If I realize it is not about knowing all the answers, Jeraji, it's about being the answer. It's about, okay, whatever it is, I cannot understand all these things in this world. Okay. But how I accepted that despite I knowing all that, I am complete. And that day you become enlightened. Do you think Gautam Buddha had all the answers?
Yeah, because he was speaking now after that.
If I ask you questions, you will also give me answers, Jayaraji. But you know when? When you settle yourself in your own heart. Each one of us think we need enlightenment. I say we just have to stop believing we are not. So let us, till that moment that vanishes, let us keep on adding the ingredients. But the taste has to appear.
Guruji, I know that the base, the source is that, because the sentence that you wrote in our .com, that, tongue may be tired of uttering the mantras, body may be tired of practicing so many yogas, and the mind may be tired by doing lots of meditations, but behind all that, as a source, I am just calm and quiet. I am always there. I am being there. So this is what I always
That's
feel.
Beautiful. Is it not, Jayaraji? Despite all chaos, there is beauty. Now, if we learn to live that life, and what I said, Jayaraji, on that day, if you are even going through a storm, be the eye of the storm. Because the eye of the storm is always still. So that's how, let's this world give us whatever they want to give.
The problem is with our mind only, because the mind is having.
So it can be your best enemy, worst enemy and your best friend. So with whom do you want to lie down? With your enemy or your friend?
We like to be a friend only.
So be with your friend. So make your mind your friend. How we do that? By just these crazy talks that we did today. Was there any meaning to that talk? No. But you still felt happy. That's what I said. Craziness brings happiness to you, not the mundane things. जो रोज सुबह करते जाते वही होता है क्या? नहीं, you are not happy about that. I say bring that little craziness, this a little bit of spark in your life, and keep on sparking all around that. Wherever you go, leave your sparkle.
Today you brought self-love as the main theme, what I feel. And that is the thing the whole Christianity talks about.
Absolutely. It's built on the word called as love. And that's what, in all the commandments that we read, Jayaraji, even if we go, what is it all about? It's all about talking about first, start loving your own self. Love thyself. As, what is that said? Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. That even he says, first love your own self in that way. And then you can love your neighbors also in the similar fashion. But if I am creepy, I will always be a creepy person to others also. So all that we did, you talk about any religion, Jayaraji, everyone speaks of this. The only thing is the words differ, the way they say it differ, but ultimately it all boils down to one thing. You.
And I have recently found that I have tortured my body for so many years, even not sleeping till late in the night. And therefore, that effect is there on the body, mind. So therefore, now I have to love my body. I have to give enough sleep. I have to give enough rest, whatever it is I should give. So now I am turning to that.
Good. But one thing you have to be careful of. At times, it creates laziness.
Okay.
Love is motion. It's an emotion. So you should not be lazy in this love. You should be glowing with that love. And in order to glow, you will be burning every moment. If you want to be the sun, you have to burn like it. And you become the life force for everyone. Not only for your own self. You not only light yourself, you light up everyone, whoever comes your path. And may you be that light, Jairaj.
Thank you, Guruji. So how to burn? Little more explanation, Guruji.
You see, we started with craziness. No, slowly we will keep on burning like this. We will add the ingredients. You remember?
Yes.
When you create the coffee, do you put all the ingredients together? No, you allow the water to boil. So the water is boiling now.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
put on the ingredients slowly. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Guruji.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jairaj. Thank you. And just be the way you are and start proposing yourself first.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Mukta ji.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam. Good to see you are smiling today. On that day you were crying. I said, these people have lost the craziness. So let us bring it back.
No. Your words, I was just going to tell that only, that your words are tickling our funny bones and we are laughing away. I'm just wondering, anybody in the other room, like my sister in the other room, she must be wondering, this is a spiritual discourse she's listening, but she's what is this? Because I was having my earphones on. So even that thought is making me laugh. That she must be wondering that for the last so much time she's just giggling away. But she told me that it is a session. So thank you. No, your words are tickling our funny bones, but your words are also going to our heart and mind, and it's bringing some awakening also. So we will not be lazy anymore. We will not.
I won't allow you to. The day I find it, I will bring something else.
Yes.
Might be a bat in my hand. I say, like, come on, let's go, move. Oh, you got, yeah. Please unmute.
Thank you, Guruji.
So it's better to be a laughing Buddha, right?
Yes. हमारे पेट भी बढ़ रहे हैं, बहुत बढ़ रहे हैं. पेट भी बढ़. So that also लगा कि अरे इनको तो सब कुछ ही पता है. यहाँ ठंड में तो खाने के अलावा और कुछ नहीं है. बारिश भी खूब है. It's been गुरुजी 16 दिन हो गए हमने धूप नहीं देखा है.
Go see the mirror.
ठीक है जी. गुरुजी, अच्छा ऐसा हो सकता है कि हम रोज सुबह ही ऐसा एक सत्संग कर लें, आधा घंटा.
ये लो.
आधा घंटा सिर्फ. देखो ये
संपूर्ण रूप से पागल हो जाओगे.
नहीं, ये सबके मन में है. नहीं.
I know.
तो हम हंस के पागल हो रहे हैं ना. I
will tell you one thing. I have said one thing. Don't make me your crutch. I want you to walk on your own. I will be there to tell you that you are stumbling. I will be there. You remember when you learned how to cycle? You learned some bicycling or not? You remember somebody was there with you the moment when you started cycling, they were holding both the handle and the seat as well. Then slowly they took you around and they said, okay, now they removed one hand, then slowly they removed the other hand, and then you learned how to bicycle. And since that day, you have not forgotten that I am that person. I am not the one who will be holding you and pushing you. You are not someone who doesn't know. You are not a cripple, and don't let me be that stick in your hand.
No, but we look forward for the sunrise and the sun every day.
So every single day, do a satsang to your own self. Every single day, wake up with such bright ideas, such bright understanding. You do your satsang within yourself. And the day you know how to do a satsang within yourself, you will find both the guru and the student within you.
Okay, sure.
I want you to become that. Might be someday we come across with that crazy idea and we say, okay, प्यार अभी इतना ज्यादा हो गया कि दूर नहीं रह सकते, रोज सुबह मिलना ही है. We'll meet.
Tathastu, tathastu.
Ah,
No, we are demanding too much maybe, but then we're saying, okay, even if it is half an hour, then
Revati ji is still thinking, I have been saying that for a long time. Nobody's listening to me. Now you are saying Tathastu. My dear friends, I know, but also I know what is best for you.
yes.
If I don't allow you to play around, if I don't allow you to fail, if I don't allow you to realize your own self, you won't grow to your complete potential.
Right.
It would be as if I put a seed and I put a stone above it. I took care of everything, but I put a stone on that. I don't want to be that stone on you. I want to be that gardener who is there to make sure you grow. And it knows when to water, it knows when to dig it, it knows even when to cut it down again.
Right.
So allow me to do that.
Agreed. And आप जो भी कहें सत्वचन.
It's about you because
हम आपका हर every word of yours is an honor to us.
Thank you.
And we would abide by it.
There must be very few people, crazy people in this world. And at times I feel really crazy, Muktaji. You know what? I said when Shiva chose, he only had 7. Look at me. I have more than him. Crazy people sitting here and listening to all that I'm speaking. And Nimishji and Seemaji, do send your address, please, because I want to make a crown and send so that I can see you wearing that someday. Or else I will ask Kirti to do that on my behalf and send it to them. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here. And I would like to unmute someone. I don't know why she's so dull today. Let us kill that dullness also. Somebody got a message to unmute? Yes, he's now searching. So I have already eliminated. So the he's will stop searching it. She found it.
No, I'm not dull. I'm listening.
So what did you listen today?
I heard everything, feeling happy listening to everybody.
Okay.
I'm good.
Just good because your goodness is hiding something behind that. I can see it. That's why I'm asking.
Nothing. General business tensions,
that's what we say, no?
Yeah. Lot of business stress. So.
Lot of business stress. Now you do one thing, Revati ji. You have that mala?
Yes.
Now go and talk all those tension to the mala. Let it absorb all that.
Yeah, I will.
Can you see you are not you today?
Yeah,
you cannot hide.
My face is so transparent, no? And no, it's not that. Actually, we had a huge factory. My son was running it some years ago, and we shut it down because things didn't go well. I was not getting along with my son. He didn't want me to interfere, but it was my investors who had put in money. So we finally had to shut it down. And we went in for huge losses. So my own business is really flourishing. The one thing that I do. But that encountered huge losses, and they're all my friends. So I can't, it's money.
You will find a solution.
No, I'm 100% sure about it, that I'm not even doubting it 1 minute that I will not be able to find a solution.
So now
pressure is there, no?
So leave that pressure. Pressure should be flushed out, to the mala. Give it away and say, take care.
And the thing is that there are so many other beautiful things happening. It's such a dichotomy that there are 5 other businesses which I have started, which are really flourishing.
Good.
But this one thing kind of weighs me down, and then I can't think straight. So, then it
That's why we
becomes...
catch hold of you at that times.
You really caught hold of me today. I was not going to speak at all.
No, not only me. All the other people can see it on your face. Sumaji also messages the same thing.
Oh God. Yeah.
Now Bhavani ji says if he has said it will happen, it will happen.
It has to happen. I'm sure. Ever since I've come to this family, I know that it's going to happen. Just that
Chalo,
sometimes
the entire family blesses you. Hello, blessings, please.
Thank you so much. I really need it.
Arey Swapna ji, भेजो थोड़ा.
Today I needed it.
Don't be conjuice with at least giving the blessing. Nimish ji, where is your hand? No, not the folding ones. You have to pass on. That's what I'm saying. You have to pass on some blessing, yeah. And only you will do it. What about Seema ji then? देखो. Good. ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, दे रहे कि ले रहे.
In fact, there are two people who said this to me this morning. Both were, one is you, and the other is that film guy. He wanted to have a Zoom call with me today for the starting of the film, and I was like, this is not the face I can go with. So I said,
do you remember? You should be ready to propose every single day. Go, forget all those things.
I get up very happy. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very happy person always.
So throw that person that is not you. Throw it away.
कभी-कभी हो जाता है ना?
हाँ, कभी-कभी हो जाता है, तो कभी-कभी हम भी आ जाते हैं.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
And Prabhuji, congratulations, Scrum Master. I literally I don't understand the language, but I know that it is a very typical thing that people talk about, especially in your industry, right? Congratulations, you. So I am happy that one little thing of raising your hand can raise you in your life.
Yeah, your tips really helped me in my exam preparation, like stretching our hands, and sometimes like if I think like no, I may not. And definitely I stop that thoughts in my mind, and I used to play with my mind that no, I'm going to make it.
So today I have given you some other tools. Go live with that now. It will become more amazing. And that's all, not any techniques, any tips or anything that I've heard. That's how I live. So you also live that way, and let's be a crazy flock together of madmen, not godmen only. Mad godmen can be a good word, I believe. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to my crazy talks. Thank you for accepting me the way I am, because I also accept you the way you are. And Pranith has brought his son today so that he also can get some tips. Good. Pranith is making him ready early, I believe. Yaraji, he don't want to take chances like you. He says you learn the tricks right away. So thank you. See you all again on Wednesday in our Q&A session. Till then, love yourself. And we will get a photo of Nimiji and Seemaji, like the Jodi of Radha Krishna, will put somewhere. And whenever we feel like there is a loss going on, we'll look at this is the way. Where is my chair now? Again, we'll find out. So thank you, each and every one of you. There are too many people to name, but I believe it was your presence that brought this present out. So completely go crazy loving your own self. और यही आपका भक्ति का मार्ग बनेगा, और यही आपका मुक्ति का मार्ग बनेगा. Okay, so thank you so much. Till we meet again, stay God, be God, and if you cannot be that, at least love yourself. Thank you so much.